Let's take a look. Take a look around. I got a hurricane on this frozen sea around. I got some peanuts too. So let's take a look. It's a hurricane. I'm going to walk out on this frozen ice. See what's up. Probably will stand on that hill back there, okay? Get this cracking. Throw in my peanuts. Planters. Dry roasted. Yeah, dry roasted, all right. Take a look around after I get done shooting this vid. We've been out here before, not this winter. But you can see Lake Gibraltar. It's frozen clear across to that island back there. Got my nuts open. Got my nut sack open. Let's get this hurricane cracking. It's a hurricane, high gravity. Category 5B, bold B, smooth B, powerful. 8.1% malt liquor. Quiet over here. It's silent. Silent Bob. And I say to myself, hey, what a wonderful world. That fucking tree isn't giving it up. Is completely silent. You hear my stomach growling, that's about it. Completely silent. Big Super Bowl Sunday. I think Green Bay Packers are going to take the cake. Tom Brady and the Patriots and Aaron Rodgers with the Seahawks. Love this place. This over here, white man's land. I take that back. I don't want to use simple colors to describe people. Or so scratch that. Over this side is non-reservation. That side's reservation. It's split by a road. Some wind. back there, an island. It is an island. That is it's it's a park. It's a national park. A lot of islands. A lot of islands. It's all park except for that one. Yesterday, I got to drive across the ice road to work. That was cool. But right now, I could walk across all the way to that island. I could walk a lot of places. And I'll pan around once I'm done with this hurricane, so you can see the beach and the trees behind me, the land. It's a great place to swim, go rock picking in the summer anyway. I've slept out on this beach up on this little area just on no tent, nothing, just on a fucking sleeping bag. Deer sneak up on you and smell you, and bears, coons, and however else. When you're sleeping, you don't really know what's going on around you. I mean, if you're sleeping soundly and it's quiet, anything could happen. A few summers ago, there was some drone activity. The Park Service uses drones now to send out, instead of driving boats out to the islands for where people camp on the islands, they send drones sometimes. I'm not sure exactly how much, but they just send these drones out with cameras to look at each campsite to see if someone's there and if they had got their camping permit from the main office on the mainland. It's free. There might be a cost these days, but you have to like kind of register with them so they know who's out there. It's first come, first serve. So anyway, on that end of the island, in the middle and on this other end, there were drones that people were saying, oh, there's crazy fucking unexplained lights out there. But what they were doing was they were all programmed to be doing the same patterns. And so it was like people that would come out here at night would be like, what the fuck? Some crazy, weird shit going on over there. But it was just drones. They were doing like these patterns. I don't know if they're doing it to freak people out or what. I've never been on that island, but I know that there's some encampments on each end. Maybe some buildings. There's a lot of buildings. And there's actually I don't know, but it's fucked up. But I say to myself, what a wonderful world. So here's the sand of the beach. There's not a lot of snow here, I guess. This is kind of melted down to the sand. It's frozen. Made love over there once on the blanket a couple summers ago. Under the tree. Made love over there up on the bridge on the blanket. No, I don't even think we had a blanket. Just raw earth. Raw earth love. Scooby-Doo too. I used to come out here with my grandfather, and there was a little pin cherry tree. I love pin cherries. Just tiny little cherries. Tart. Nutritious. And if you eat enough of them, I mean, you can eat a shit ton of them. Probably just keep eating them. Never stop. But I think the erosion, this is always continually eroding. As, you know, lake shores do. And so that tree is gone. But I think that there might be some small pin cherry trees coming up. I haven't seen any cherries on them for a long time now. And I'm almost 70 years old now. Getting up there. Almost 70. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. It's true. Over that way is a park service office and sort of like a campground. There's a campground with RV campground and camping sites. Bathroom, showers, and the main kind of, it's not the headquarters, but it is an outpost for the park service. There's like a beach over there with some, you know, swing sets and shit. Some historical like fish tugs and docks and a beach. A little inlet river. Like I could walk from here. It's probably like a quarter mile away, but we'll pan once I get done with this. I'll show you some stuff. Probably walk out there with the camera up over this like ice ridge. I don't know if you can tell. There's like a. It always kind of does these like mounding, like the ice gets pushed in, makes like a ridge, it pushes it up. So it's kind of like a hill. And you get over it, and you can get on the ice again. But there's a pressure crack just beyond this ridge there. There's some big pine trees up here where you can sometimes see eagles use them as a perch. I think there might be a nest up in that one big one. I don't see any today. Sure is beautiful out here. And it's like extremely quiet. Like some people might be unnerved by how quiet it is. Like, oh, let's play some music. Turn on the radio. Like, fuck that. Keep that shit off. I enjoy the silence. Just listening to the minuteness of wind and the trees and the branches. Maybe some birds chirping. Might be able to hear some cars way off in the distance that carry. But otherwise, it's like enormously quiet. Other than me. Let's try to sense it. You hear something over that way, like motors or cars, maybe snowmobiles. Like way off in the distance. It's like kind of like just a hum. Otherwise, it's drastically quiet. It's humongously quiet. It always annoys me when people are like, "Oh man, I need some fucking sound. I need some music." It's like, what's your fucking problem, man? There's enough humdrum going on that enjoy nature, man. Enjoy the simplicity of just being in the environment of nature. The wind. There's no waves right now, but that's another thing I love. I'm camped out here, slept out here. You just hear the waves crashing continually, and I love that. It's like I don't want to din that up with some sort of trash music or any kind of music. It's like you got plenty of time for that shit, in the real world. And once you leave the lakeshore, you lose all of that. Sure, you might have some wind, but when you can just, and it's just like, wow, for people who get to live on a lakeshore in their home and just hear that continual smashing of the waves, it's extraordinarily awesome. And you can't take any of this for granted. I mean, the world will eat us. The world always eats you. So prepare yourself for that. You're going to go back to where you came from, hot lava. It's going to eat you up. It might spit you out again, somehow, in some shape or form. But everything you're made of is going to basically break down, depending on how, whatever you believe in. I don't believe in life or death. I just believe. I just believe. We've always been here. We always will be. There's no place to go. You're here. Always will be. Got no place to go except here, where you came from. Motor. There's the island way back there. Yeah, it's all by itself. I don't know the name of it. Gibraltar Island? I'm not sure. You saw some aquafluorescence in the waves here also, which was weird. It was like static, like these blue lights when the waves would crash onto the shore. There were like some illuminescence every once in a while. And I looked it up, and it does happen, but it's a chemical reaction with bioluminescence. It's a chemical reaction in some like animals. So you see that in like southern, like a lot of places on south where you can put your hand through some lake and it's like it makes the bioluminescence. It's like a they're when they do that they're like trying to scare you off. It's like a what do they call that? Anti get eaten structure. There's a bird. I'm not sure what kind of bird it is. Could that be? Wish I knew. It's like it's probably a blue jay. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird fly into the light. the ice shack right over there. Someone's fishing in the hole in the earth for the ice. And after this, I'm gonna go back home and make some hamburger gravy, mash up some potatoes, butter and bread. I got some brown gravy, hamburger, got some butter, I got some bread, I got some liquor, I got some whiskey, I got some weed, got some ibuprofen. And that's about it. I don't know. Being out here just makes me want to be a vagabond. Like a nature vagabond. But I just want to stay here. I don't want to go back to the TVs and oh, there's that bird over there. It's flying around and it's darting around above the top of a pine tree. It's probably eating or mating. Can't tell if it's two of them, but this pine tree. They must be eating some of the cones, whatever, insects maybe. I mean, I know it's cold out, but on good days up on top of those trees, it gets a lot of sun. The insects will, when it warms up, they will come out and those birds will get them. It's February, we're approaching spring. They say it's supposed to rain tomorrow. If it's going to rain, that means it's going to be pretty warm. I haven't looked at the forecast. I just don't pay attention. It's like, doesn't matter right now. I love bird watching, and I had a bird book, and I did start doing some bird watching and writing down birds I seen, and started keeping track. And I've seen some wonderful birds, and it's fun. It's fun because they're just fun to watch. And one time I had this 40 and I put some nuts and seeds on top of the 40 bottle, and the fucking chickadees would land on the 40 and eat the seeds off the top of the cap. Oh man. And then one time a bunny was right next to a crow. These are old vids. And one time I had one of those like suet cages hanging in a tree in the winter above my old piano with Jerry, a fake guy. I made a fake guy, and all the girls that can come over and party, they'd be like, "Who's that guy?" And be like, "That's Jerry." And they'd sit next to him, start talking to him. I'd be like, and they start, they're like, "What's up with this guy?" I'm like, "He's Jerry," and they're like, "Oh, he's kind of cute, he's kind of fun. He doesn't say much." I love partying with Jerry. Anyway, birds are all over him. Sometimes I put nuts in his hair. And chickadees would be all over him. Chicks would be all over him. Anyway, the suet cage above his head. I fucking was like, what the fuck? I looked out there one morning and I could see some movement. I was like, it's a chipmunk. And usually they would be on the outside of the cage trying to get the food. This time that fucker had went into the suet cage and was inside the suet cage, and the squares are pretty small. I was like, how the fuck did he get in there? But he did, and then he was in there eating the suet. Just going to town, I walked up and I was video recording it. I think I still have it on an SD card. Should repost that. And then when I went up to him, he was just like, I saw how he went out of the suet cage, and he could fit through the little squares, and I was like amazed. Anyway, that was cool. And one time I went to this slaughterhouse outside of Minneapolis, and they were slaughtering animals that were like naturally grown, like bison. And I took this video, and we weren't supposed to take videos, but I just did it anyway, of this bison coming through the chute, so to speak. This dude walking up with like a fucking 14 gauge slug or whatever it was, and just he was like in this big iron metal box that they put in the chute, and they isolate him, and then they can't move, and then the fucking dude just goes up and then goes over the gate, just poof, shoots him in the back of the head, and they drop, and then he walked away. They open the gate, and the bison falls out. put a hook on it, and lift it up, and slash the guts, and cut it up. And within 15 minutes, that thing is processed. It's fast. They just keep doing that over and over. I have that video still. But I remember that when the bison went into the chute, I remember it jumping up. It's like, get me out of here, get me out of here. And I almost fucking jumped over that thing. Then it went back down, and it just, I don't know if they know what's going on, if they know it's their death chamber or not. Like I said, I don't believe in death or life because it got consumed and turned into other life forms, and you just keep going on and on and on. So life and death are just words. We are consumed mass quantities. Who knows where we go, what it's like, but we'll find out. There's a lot of people that went before us. Like, there's probably more dead people than there are alive people. And like I said, I don't believe in life or death, but it's easy to say that. It's just like simple colors. You can't use those to describe things. It's just like life and death. No one really knows. So how can you make words that you don't even know what they mean? What their definition is? Afterlife? Before life? It's all the same. Come from here. We're from here. There's no place to go. We'll always be here. We're going to be everywhere. And that's great. I'm like, like, I could be easily eaten by a fucking grizzly bear or a pack of wolves, but there's none around here. But if I jump in the water and drown, fish are going to eat me. Water insects will eat me. So I'll be eaten. Unless I get put in a funeral pyre and turn to ash. Then the earth is going to eat me. I'm going to be like hot lava again. We just go back to where we came from, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. And if you don't like it, fuck you. I think this world's so caught up in territorial things when we're better than that. We're better than wars. We're better than not loving each other. Kindness and sharing and compassion. And, you know, there's way too many people. We fucked way too much on this planet. And then the, industry of like making money tied in with all the fucking and making babies, and trying to like consume mass quantities, really fucked us over. Too many people, not enough farming for people, or not enough local. I believe in local communities doing what they can. There's a lot of people who now just are back on their haunches. And we should out there be growing our gardens, learning how to can, learning how to grow the food, being hunters and gatherers, being farmers, but on a local scale, not like some giant conglomerate and fucking mass quantity shit. Take care of ourselves in a local area. There's plenty of land. Like, look at, there's no one around here. And they say homelessness exists. It's like, why? When there's so much land and space, everyone should have a home. But it's all bought up by landlords and private ownership. No one gives a fuck. They're all just greedy and selfish. That's what it seems like. I don't know what's going on in Ithaca, New York. But I remember they tried making Ithaca, New York. If they're still doing that, I'd be surprised, but I should do some research. if they're still just doing like you trade this for that, like you have a skill, well I need this. We don't need money. And that's another thing. Like if people just started acting without money, then you would be like, well, why should I live like this when you live like that? If we're just take away the money, but people keep doing their movements without it, it would people would be like, well, why do I have to move like this so much when you're just sitting there doing nothing except expanding? Don't quote me on that, but dollar bills and coins and shit, Bitcoin, it's all digital. None of it makes sense. It's just the rationality behind that is people want comfort. People want the pyramid. So when fucking RFK like turned the pyramid upside down with food, sure maybe yeah. But what Maslow's hierarchy of needs turned upside down is different from the food chart. It's not a food chart, but it's like Maslow's. If you turn that upside down, that works better. He kind of had it right. My thesis, my hypothalamus gland, hypothesis, the hypothesis gland. Was revolutionary. Trump's a felon. He's criminally minded. Doesn't want to follow rules. Doesn't obey rules. Doesn't obey laws. That's why he's a felon. Convicted. And I don't get that either. How can a president be a felon? How can a felon become a president? They don't get that privilege to become president. If a felon can't vote, then why should a felon become a president? Huh? Who the fuck? How'd it get like that? No one seems to want to answer that. And the whole idea of race either. That's just a science that has infiltrated love of mankind. You hear me? I'm almost done with this. All things exist in harmony. And if you can't get into that and be that, then go kill yourself. If you don't want to be harmonious, go kill yourself. It's an old Steel Worldwide thing. I haven't heard him say it in a long time, but take it with a grain of salt. If you're not part of the solution, part of the problem, go kill yourself. Well, overall, let's take a walk. I'm done with this. Put that right there for now. Take a look around. Behind me. Below me. Side from me. Over this way. This big old tree, that's where the pin cherry tree used to be. Getting this? The sky up above. This is where you came from. This is where you'll end up. Particle. It's choked on a peanut, but I got it out. Over there, under that tree, made love. Up there, made love. Made love in the van up there, a car or something. A lot of times. All right, here's the breach I was talking about. You can see the pressure crack. I want to walk right on the pressure crack. Get down there. See that? Look at that. It's amazing. Look at this. It's like a hole right in the goddamn. I'm gonna climb right up through here. Look at this. It's like a cave. It's awesome. Ugh. Ugh. Look at that massive amount of ice. There's a fishing shack over there. Oh, it's mammoth. Take a look around. That's cool as hell. The elevation is 15 million feet in the air. Pressure crack. But here's a pressure crack. You can see ice gets pushed up and the animal tracks. Over there, island way back in the distance. Island, another island back there. I think that's, I don't know what island that is. Oh, island over there. Eagles perch up there. Right now, if I was in the water, it'd probably be over my head. Summer. Close to it. Anyway. That ice hole, I don't know how did that form? I don't know. But it did. It's pretty cool. Like you could live in there like an ice caveman and start a fire. You'd probably survive. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. There's my car up there. It's waiting for me. There's that tree, it's falling over. Still quiet as hell. I'll try to walk over this to this hole. It's like an ice blowhole. Alright, I'm out of here, Molly.